Hey everybody, Don from Bearded Barbecue and Adventures. Thanks for tuning in to another video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that thumbs up button. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's the brisket flat, but we're going to be doing it hot and fast. Okay, so the brisket flat come from the grocery store and it's already pre-trimmed. But I did trim a little bit extra off of it. Some of that hard fat that I know is not going to render all the way down when I cook it. So we're just going to go ahead and coat it with a little bit of olive oil. That'll act as a binder for the salt and pepper blend that we're going to put on there. And then we'll season it, and then we'll get the pit fired up and we'll get it on the pit. Using a little bit of hickory wood and some log charcoal today. We're going to go ahead and use a tumbleweed to get this fire going. Let that go and come up to temp. We'll put that brisket on. Now we've got the grill up to temp, got everything seasoned, trimmed up. We're going to go ahead and place the brisket down here in the very center, fat side down, and then I have a probe that we're going to insert into the very center. And what we want to do, get that brisket up to about 170 degrees, depending on what the bark looks like at that point. And then we'll wrap it and put it back on the rest of the way. If you tuned in to Frothy Friday, there's a good chance you saw me testing out this St. Arnold's Tarnation beer with a 9% ABV. While we wait, we'll just sample another one. Good beer for brisket cooking. All right, we are reading an internal temperature of about 171 degrees. It's been on and it's been holding steady at 300. Remember, we're cooking this hot and fast. So right now, I want to take a look and see what the bark looks like. And if I'm happy with that, then we can go ahead and wrap it. Maybe kind of hard to tell with the smoke, but the bark is looking pretty good. I'll probably let it go for just a few minutes longer, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap it. And we're going to wrap it in tin foil because remember, we're cooking this hot and fast. And so normally when I cook low and slow, I wrap in butcher paper. That also accelerates the heating process, but not as much as when you use tin foil. So I'm going to let it go for a few more minutes. I'm going to wrap it, and I'll bring you guys out here after I get it wrapped and put back on. Okay, so we are reading an internal temperature of 205 degrees. And what we're going to do now is just a little bit of a probe test just to see how tender it is throughout. Let's see here. That thickest point is not quite as tender as the rest of it, so we're going to let it go a little bit longer before we pull it. So, see you in a few. Okay, it's been a few minutes. We're sitting at about 208 now. Sometimes that's all it takes is just a few minutes for the probe test. Yeah, it's a little bit better. It's still hot with these gloves. Yep, I think that's right. We're going to go ahead and pull that. and get it in the kitchen, let it rest for a little bit. All right, everybody, as you can see, I've kind of tried not to cut too much where I'm in the view of the camera, but here we go. We got a piece of that brisket there. If you can kind of see, fresh off the tomato. There's the pull test. You cook it hot and fast. It's not as tender, but I'm gonna go ahead and give a taste and see. Oh man. I think I finally did one worth a darn. I'll give my wife a piece. Good? Yeah, she says it's good. All right, everybody, I'll cut open another little piece here, and I appreciate you tagging along and watching the brisket with me. There's the bend test. Not too shabby on a hot and fast brisket flat. So, until next time, I'll see you guys behind the grill or behind the wheel.